Sowore and Saraha reporters should not be allowed to damage our relations with Ethiopia. Reno. Which relations do you people have with Ethiopia? I hate this man. What did you do that you are saying that Sowore and Saraha reporters should not be allowed to damage your relationship with Ethiopia? On the issue of the recent buying of Nigerian prisoner Dennis Smith Okoro in Ethiopian prison. Okay, so a Nigerian lost his life in prison in Ethiopia. You see this on the market. Okay, so obviously now a Nigerian lost his life in Ethiopia, and people are not even aware of this. To even start with, a lot of people are not aware of this, and somebody is obviously talking about it. Reno is trying to shut the person down because how is somebody in prison in Ethiopia, a Nigerian? Can you arrest an Ethiopian in Nigeria and put that Ethiopian person in prison? And then the person now lost his life in prison. You think Ethiopia will take it easy with you? So why can't you also have that same anger when something happens to our citizen in another country? Your condolences go out to his family. And I'm aware that the Nigerian government has initiated action to investigate the circumstances surrounding Mr. Okoro's passing. What investigation do people want to do now today? I would therefore urge Sowore and Saraha reporters to tread with caution. I don't understand in their wild claims against the brother African nation to avoid straining the fraternal relations that exist between the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia. Something is fundamentally wrong with Reno. Somebody lost his life in another man's country. You arrested him. When you finish arresting him, probably the thing that he committed, you have repatriated him back to Nigeria to come and face the law in his own country. Why did you arrest him there? So that it can never happen. You arrest an Ethiopian in Nigeria. It's not possible now. I'm not sure that it is prudent for Saraha reporters to rely solely on the account of Mr. Okoro's fellow prisoners and write such a story, really, filled with damaging allegations against Ethiopian government officials without first seeking to hear from that country's authorities as to their version of the event leading to Mr. Okoro's death. What version would they give? It obviously lies that they are going to tell us. The people that are with the man in the prison are telling you that this is what happened. They are saying that Reno is sick. Reno is sick. Yes, the evidence is not the most reliable way to reach the truth. It is even worse when such information comes from people who have been convicted of various forms of dishonesty. Not that they cannot be sourced, but at least that their version of events ought to be put before the Ethiopian authorities to hear their side. What side do they want to say? What side? I'm not convinced that what Saraha reporters and Sowore have done is journalism. I think it is more appropriately sensationalism. Mr. Okoro is not the first and only Nigerian prisoner to have died. Are you serious? Reno is not the first and only Nigerian person to have died in Ethiopian prison. Before him, there were Basil Lawrence Elobi, Uchenna, Chizoba, and possibly two others. And you think it is normal, Reno? And you don't want anybody to say something about this thing that is going on, where every Nigerian that has been arrested in Ethiopia are losing their life in prison. You don't think that they are doing something to them? None of their deaths have gone uninvestigated by Nigerian government. Ethiopia is a country I have visited over 50 times. Yes, over 50 times. Then what should we do with that information? If you have gone there over 50 times, how old are you? Gone. It's a nation with a very high elevation, which is why it is referred to as the roof of Africa. Ethiopia has the highest average elevation of any nation in Africa, as a large portion of my country lies above 1,500 meters. This, God. Unfortunately, countries with such high elevation have lower oxygen level. So why are you arresting people inside prison when you know you have low oxygen level? You lock them up in a place that they will not be able to breathe well. And people from countries with low elevation, such as Nigeria, where our elevation is mostly below 100 meters, will suffer from several respiratory and cardiovascular issues, which can cause strokes, heart attacks, and rapid dehydration. This becomes worse when you are in a prison facility with limited opportunities for movement and light exercise. The more reason why, when you arrest these people, send them back to their country. And while investigation must be carried out, it is no surprise that strokes, heart attack, and hypertension have been blamed for the passing of some of our citizens in Ethiopia, Gauls. And because our government is aware of this, efforts are being made to see if these prisoners can be repatriated to Nigeria. That is what should have been done in the first place. Repatriate them to Nigeria. Why are you holding on? Hey God, there's a lot of so many wrongdoing in this country. What has been made to see if the prisoner can be repatriated to Nigeria, where the climate is more suited to their bodies. Less than a year ago, the Honorable Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegwu met with His Excellency Leges Jeremy Hale, Ambassador of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia to Nigeria. Regarding the Memorandum of Understanding on the repatriation of sentenced Nigerian persons to Nigeria, the MOU is awaiting ratification by the Parliament of the Federal Republic of Ethiopia. Ethiopia has only recently signified that it could lift the restrictions on the Nigerian passports that hitherto denied us visas on arrival, which are accessible to other African nations. One-sided hit pieces like the Saraha reporter story can prompt the Ethiopian government to reconsider its position to our passport. Then they should reconsider now. So because of what they will do, you should not say the truth. When I say, Nigeria prisoner in Ethiopia and other countries deserve every consular support that they can get. And I'm very well aware that the Tinubu administration is providing such support, which was reinvigorated when Vice President Shetima visited Ethiopia 2 weeks ago. Having said that, we also have the address. What might be responsible? We have to address it, yes. For why Nigeria has such a high number of citizens as prisoners in Ethiopia. And most of them have lost their lives. Why? When I say Ethiopia has not been a friendly nation to Nigeria, so what fraternal relations is he referring to? I wonder. Reno is a very sick person. Very, very sick. Mine Osle says the hungry man is talking. Now is our government. Reno will destroy APC beyond repairs. Oh, my listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.